You welcome to another SMB. Welcome to another Sunday market breakdown. So from this week, after the NFP, after the non-fund payment roll, let's see how the market really shifted. As we can clearly see, we still have this place not yet broken. This is a weekly time frame. We still have this as a hooky point that was being nicely retested. You can see the market is still pushing. So we still also have this here as a low. So if you check one thing, I can just put it here like this, it's still fine. We can clearly see that the market is still correcting upwards. So as we go to a daily time frame, let's go into a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, we had a similar analysis whereby we expected the market to retrace at this point, or it can retrace even here. So now, from my point of view, I'm still not convinced that the market touched here and is just dropping because, as you can clearly see, we still have this. We still have this, and as much as we have that, the next movement we're expecting is for it to push back higher like this. So that's what we are expecting. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. So the moment now when we have this, uh, we can give you a point that you might think it might be relevant. So a point that might be relevant might be this point. So this point here, it might be relevant. So the market can just continue pushing, tapping to this point before the actual push higher time frame. So no problem. Since we're here on the daily time frame, let's move to the second pair. The second pair that we have is from our wild card. So we still have this high here, not yet respected. We still also have this low here that is still not yet also respected. But we can clearly see that we have a very nice continuing setup here that shows that the market is still trying to push back to this point before we can expect the market to now uh, before we can expect the market to come back down here like this. So if you look at this, you still have this. So now let's go deep into a lower time frame so that we can clearly see what's happening. So from the lower time frame, we can clearly nicely fix this. And don't forget, guys, the strategy I'm using is the Falcon strategy. So one thing that I will have is to also check out this point. So when I say check out this point, is that from this point, as long as the market does something like this here, I can expect it to come to still continue coming back down because of also the DXY. Or or one thing that I can have in mind is that I can wait for it to break here, maybe come back here with the structure. Then that's when I can also take it. But if I do not get any of that, I am not definitely interested. I won't be looking at it. So that is the NAS 100. Let's move to the US 30. Let's move to the US 30. The US 30, you can also see we still have a high that is not yet tested. At least you can see that the market retested this here, the hook point, so we can clearly see. But one other thing that we do have now is here, this area. So the only way that I would take it to the upside is if the market nicely. We can clearly see that the market, if market nicely breaks this point, if the market breaks this point, come back down, give us a small 1, 2, 3 retest, then that's when I'll take it because I know that we are also targeting this point. So the other reason why we are taking this point is because we can clearly see that this here is simply a channel that shows that the market still wants to push up to the upside. So let's go to the SP 500. Let's look at the SP 500. As you can see, as the SP 500, we still have this high. Yeah, we had these other lows that have been nearly retested but missed. We also still have this one here as well. So as we can also see from the get go, we can just clearly see that this we can clearly just see that this is still a pattern that still also wants to push to break the high before we can actually drop. So from this one thing that I can tell is that let's go down to a lower time frame so that we can clearly see what's happening. Yeah, from the lower time frame we can clearly see that this is like a pattern. So for someone to have best entries, for them to see it clearly, they can also put this. So what for me I have now is this as an area. So what the market can tend to do is that it can from here come back, retest this point before it actually pushes. And when it pushes, I will expect it to also come back, retest this area before the actual push to the upside. So watch out for this kind of movement. Because if you check the whole thing here, it's also still a structure. It's still a structure that is showing that this thing is still going up. So now let's go back to the daily time frame so that we can look at the German 30. So the German 30 or the DX or the DEX. This one it reached this one it's at the high. As you can clearly see, for someone that knows pattern, you can see this is just a very nice double top. But that doesn't mean that this thing, as it's a double top like this, it has to go. Sometimes a double top makes a confirmation like here. If you can clearly see here, it made a double top, came back, and went up to make another one before it dropped, like a confirmation. So we can confirm that it's gonna make another one before the actual drop. So just watch out for that. So let's go for the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, we can see it has been correcting downwards like this. So expecting to pull back, retest, then we know that it's coming here. It's coming here. Just watch out for this week. Just watch out. Yeah, just have that. So one thing that one can do is just put a trend line here for for management. Yeah, put a management line. So a management line is the line that's gonna help you see the breakout of the pattern. If it breaks out here, come retest here, then expect it to push. Just watch out for this. This is what we are looking for. So now let's move to the next pair. The next pair is gonna be the UK 100. As much as we are looking at the UK 100, the UK 100 has the same scenario of which when we look at it here, from this point, you can clearly see that, okay, this thing is pushed up here, now it's making this, so we're expecting this from after that squeeze. After this squeeze, we're expecting it to push a bit higher, but just watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, we can see that it pushed like this. We can see we have the simple. So here you can expect it maybe because it's retesting this area from it coming back to retest this because even here when we go to 1 hour, this this was a structure, this was a structure, this is the break. So from the break of this structure, we can expect it to push a bit higher from the break of this structure. Yeah, break and retest here before pushing a bit higher. Just also watch out for that. Watch out for that. So that's one thing that I can say. Your eyes must be good at just look at it and also think about it. So we also have the gold, The gold as well, but the gold has been correcting upward to this point. So where it is now, we can clearly see this. When you can see this, gold has just been retesting and playing around this area, of which yes, we do have a very big pattern here that looks like this. So just watch out for this movement. This can be just a running channel whereby the market can come down and just continue going up. Just watch out for this fake movement. It's called the running channel whereby the market will just play and continue running. Also, if you check silver, it's the same thing. We have this as a pattern. Then here we're around this area. Around this area. If I go to the 4 hours, so you can see this area clearly. It's around this area. From this area, it can come reach just here, break, come back here, and go. Because we can clearly see now we have this as an impulse. We have this as some sort of of a running channel that looks disturbing. I think only the issue is this area. So once it breaks it here, just expect a pullback to this area. Then we are going up. So I that's it from me guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your week.